All right, Ralph here, Boricua, since it is Saturday evening, and I'm not even gonna give a long intro. We're gonna talk about the new Shiyaaka Sky. If you want an honest man's review of this thing, stay tuned. All right, guys, before going any further, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, give it a like, hit the bell. That way, when I put a video out, you'll be the first to know. Now, I had told myself a long time ago that I wasn't gonna make irrational purchases when it comes to these influencers hyping something up. I've fallen down that path many times, like I'm sure a lot of you guys have too, and it sucks. But let's be honest. I saw a little bit of hype about this one coming out, but it wasn't a lot. I've seen a handful of little clips in here, and then I just scroll through them. Unlike Shiyaaka Snow, that it didn't matter what you were watching on YouTube, there was going to be a video popping up on Shiyaaka Snow to the point that I'm like, oh my god. So I bought it, and it sucks. It's a good scent, but yeah, it just longevity. It's not there. Projection. It's dismal. It sucks. It's stupid. So I heard about this one. This is duping something called Gorlan herbs troublemakers. I have no idea. I've never heard of that. So I'm not gonna say, oh, it smells just like it. So I'm gonna just come to treat it as its own. Now, watch this real quick. Rob here, Boricua. It is Saturday. It's about 3:30. I'm gonna take this one out for a spin. The new Shiyaaka, what is it, Sky. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. So I sprayed this on today. This is the first time I got it. I think it arrived 2 days ago, I think. I gave it a spray, I put it away. I wasn't planning on wearing it until today because I had to run some errands this afternoon, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna wear this and I'm gonna give it a test. Granted, it's not gonna be a longevity type deal, but I figured let me go and give it a test. So I sprayed it, not heavy like I always do, but I sprayed it, keep points, back of the neck, bicep area, not heavy again. So I had to go to the store, I did a few things. I came back, I cut the grass, and while cutting the grass, and granted, it had been only about 3 hours, when I started sweating, this thing started pumping. Am I going to sit here and tell you this thing is a longevity monster? No. But given the test that I gave it today, it gave me 4 hours just on today. Take that with a grain of salt, or like a grain of salt. I don't know the expression. But given the fact that this is the first time where I didn't even prep my skin, I literally woke up this morning, hit the treadmill. I had to mess around with one of the shelves in the bedroom. So I was inside, but after I had the treadmill, I didn't bother showering because I knew it was going to be busy, so I didn't bother. So I did that, and then I realized I had to go to the grocery store, so I just literally changed my shorts and put on a t-shirt, and I said, screw it, so I sprayed this. So I didn't put lotion, nothing. My skin was not even prepped for anything. And then of course I came back and I cut the grass, and I sweat like what. So given all that, I think this is going to be way better than the previous POS. I will be wearing it this week to work, probably Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I want to give it a few more days to just kind of settle. But as of right now, I'm impressed. I really am. The smell, I never used the term "it smells sexy." I never used that term. But when I was cutting the grass, I was sweating. I remember I was going doing this, and I'm like, that's a sexy smell. It's fresh, it's clean, but it's a sexy smell. It's not just like Shiyaaka Snow that it's just linen fresh. You know what I'm saying? That it goes away within a couple hours, it's gone. So it says the notes are verbena, bergamot, mandarin. Middle notes: orange blossom, green accord, neroli. You can pick neroli up, and geranium. Base notes: musk and ambroxan, sandalwood, and vetiver. I'm guessing that sandalwood hopefully will give us a little more longevity than Shiyaaka Snow, which I thought was ridiculous. But yeah, I'm impressed. And also I got it through a good what do you call it, a seller, and I did buy it at the TikTok shop because when they launched it, it was surprisingly cheap than it probably is right now. I think I paid 36 bucks, so that's really not bad. And I like it. I like it. There's no. I'm not gonna say oh, I like it better than this or like it better than the Shiyaaka Red or Shiyaaka Black. No, because they're totally different animals. For what this is, I think it's really good. They definitely made up for, you know, Shiyaaka Snow, which I was thinking today. I'm like, the Khadlaj chief executive board. They were sitting at the table and they were like, "Oh my goodness, we have barrels and barrels of Shiyaaka Snow. What do we do?" Then the other guy goes, "Well, let's just go ahead and ship a whole bunch of bottles to all these idiots that love getting free shit, and they'll glaze it, and we'll make our money off like that." But when they did this, they were like, "Man, this is actually really good. We ain't got to do that shit," because I really haven't seen that many ads and stuff like that, unless I've missed them. Thank God. But I'm impressed. So yeah, Shiyaaka Sky definitely gets a thumbs up from me. Yeah. Till next time. Later.